Hello everyone, my name is DustInLint, and welcome back to Pyre. Last episode, I won't spoil anything, but we made some massive progress last episode, and now we basically have to start the rites all over again, and for whatever reason, we don't see any stars this time, so we're gonna have to just do some preparation work by the looks of things this episode. So let's start with talking with Sir Gelman here. After the liberation rite, you find Sir Gelman in an uncharacteristically quiet and contemplative mood. He salutes you crisply with his tail. "Glory to you, Master Reader, and glory to the noble rookie Graintail. Long may he prosper in the Commonwealth, and in doing so may he benefit the plan into which we all have been thrust." Then he falls silent for a time. You sense him growing very emotional. "Noble rookie, this knight found a kindred spirit, Master Reader. One of questionable honor, the greatest cunning, and such blinding speed as to befit a minstrel's tale. This knight fears our triumvirate lost something irreplaceable in him. Of course, this knight is also pleased that rookie has achieved his freedom, very much so. And furthermore, this knight shall now continue training even harder than before. Rookie Graintail, this knight shall train on and to such a time that he is swifter than the jagged lightnings of the deathless tempest. Now, Master Reader, the knight must beg his leave of you for this. It is time not for his rest, but for his training. Know that he is very grateful for your wisdom and your guidance in these rites between yourself and Master Rookie. You have instilled within this knight an unshakable resolve." He bows low and bids you a good evening. Anything going on with you? Nothing. Now that I know I can hold X to move things along for certain things, that's good to know. So we'll continue our journey, see what's going on. "Good morning, my boy. The place I noted earlier, let me illuminate the way." Moonlight Alcove. Small landing on the dark side of the sacred mountain. Wolfred indicates you can await the next cycle of rates here. Maybe it's a vocation time, perchance? Which that would be cool, if it was. Wolfred leads all of you into a calm and quiet clearing tucked away inside one of the mountain's hidden folds. All about, you see a variety of strange items and equipment. Talk with Wolfred? I guess we'll talk with Wolfred. You find Wolfred seemingly lost in thought, but then he turns to you. "Greetings, Reader. This wagon and I weave many memories together, and I could not help reliving some of them just now. I suppose some aspects of my past may be of relevance to you given your role. If there is something you wish to know, you need but ask." Ask what he did to earn his sentence, why the Nightwings disbanded. Ask how he knows the lone minstrel. I'm kind of interested to know what he did to get banished from the Commonwealth. He asked Wolfred about his past in the Commonwealth and how it is he came to be in the downside. "How rather forward of you, my boy. Most whom I have met during my travels here have been reluctant to approach the subject of one's history before one's exile. Nonetheless, I'm happy to tell you. As a reader, I assume you are familiar with the sapping press, an illegal invention allowing written materials to be published at an extraordinary rate. It was under siege from within, and anti-theocratic propaganda quickly spread. I owned and operated one. I took issue with the Commonwealth, the ban on literacy, in the interminable wars against highwing remnants. I spread the truth about it all with my machine. Under synonym, of course. Still, I knew I was putting myself at risk, and sure enough, my stamping press was eventually discovered and burned to the ground. I, however, managed to elude capture for a while, but not for long enough. Here in the downside, I chanced upon the Nightwings, who were searching for a reader. In that respect, my past, I think, is similar to yours. Anyway, that is long and short of it. Now then, was there anything else? That's why the Nightwings were disbanded. You expressed interest in knowing more of how the Nightwings came to be here and Volfred's past connection to the group. I've been connected to the Nightwings almost since the beginning of my days in exile. They found me in a manner, as I understand, quite like how Headwind and the others found you. Back then, it was a smaller group than we have now. I joined an exile called Irisa, former exile of the Nightwings who continued to race alongside Volfred and Orlek, and another known as Orlek, former exile of the Nightwings who conducted the race alongside Volfred and Arista. Is that supposed to be sort of like... They look kind of... not super similar, but kind of similar to protagonists of the last couple of Supergiant games, just saying. Once in a while, we let little Tizo stand with us as well. He's rather older than he looks. The other triumvirs we stood against, they feared us. Only the Tempers presented any threat to us in any given right. But there was a terrible accident. Arisa, we lost her. And Orlek, he was my friend. He fell from Mount Elodial. We lost him as well. On the night when he was to be free, we were reckless, hasty, and I was powerless to stop any of it. I blame the rights themselves, the circumstances that put us into danger. The downsides claimed many lives, yet this, it was too much. I vowed never again to don the mask and raiments. I had the Black Wagon cleared and buried, such that it could not be used again. If the Nightwings would rise again, it would be under different circumstances, under new leadership and towards a different purpose. That is all I wish to say, my boy. Ask how he knows the Lone Minstrel. He asks Volfred about his history with the Lone Minstrel, whom he knows quite well. Tarek was there with the Nightwings when they took me on. His manner was always been much as you see now, although he is somewhat more cheerful now than I recall back then, if you can believe that. I think our plan has sparked a little fire in him. He serves the Rights and the Nightwings. I've tried to ask him of his past before, but he seems rather reluctant to speak of it, though it is plain that he is not from around here. This being the downside, I respect his wishes for some privacy. Nonetheless, although I do not know too much of him, I count him as a friend. I lost track of him for some time, though it was he who first informed me that the Nightwings had returned. He and Tizo were instrumental in our meetings. It's good to see him doing relatively well. Anyway, was there anything else you wish to talk about for now? Has to be excused. You thank Volfred for his time and bid him a good rest in the afternoon. Likewise to you, reader. Be well. Okay. Let us bide our time. Everyone, the amenities are a mos here at Moonlight Alcove, but I suggest that you get comfortable. We may be here for some time. As for myself, I have some business to attend to. Please leave the wagon in my care for now. It shall be ready by when you need it next. From the mountaintop you can see all across the downside. It's impossible expanse staring back at you. The thought occurs to you that you may never see another land beside it. And so you and your companions wait upon the mountaintop in quiet solitude, anticipating when the cycle of rights begins to turn again. Then you shall have another opportunity to free one of your own. You may earn back their freedom one by one. Many moons pass, then one evening. May I have a moment, reader? The Lone Minstrel finds you poring over the Book of Rights, as has been your learning through your stay at this abode. Begging your pardon, but there is something you may wish to see. Please, follow me. You follow him into the cold night. Look forth, reader, sir. The stars shine like you've never seen. Once more, the path towards salvation is revealed. But now, something is different. Seek your destination. Each prior time you searched for the stars, they showed to you a single path, but now several rights avail themselves to you at once. Henceforth, you may choose from several different rates. You are not permitted to conduct the rate. Next rate here. Fair enough. So you can either challenge the accusers here, the ores there, or the dissidents there. Who do we go for? Did we go for like the furthest south one first? They were kind of annoying, but I think this isn't a bad idea to go for this right first. Plus, now they're actually showing like connecting stars. Like they were there before, but now they're actually connected. The stars urge that we go to the spring of Jamur, a long way off. Belfritzer, how are we to reach the springs of Jamur in due course of time? You know full well, Tarek, preparations are complete. You think you see the lone minstrel smile, ever faintly, but cannot be sure. Please ask the others to gather their belongings, rest, and then assemble at the wagon there at dawn. We shall be departing at that time. As you will, sir. The cycle begins anew. As the years advance, you'll find there ought to be fewer rites. This time, until once more there are no traverse scribe gates. Exactly how many it is difficult to say, but our next chance at liberty ought to present itself much sooner than before. Let's be ready for it. Now then, see you in the morning, reader. Your companions have not traveled far from Moonlight Alcove. Word of the news spreads throughout the group. Continue your journey. Next morning, Volfred calls everyone together before the Black Wagon. This old wagon is much more than it appears. With Bertrude's aid, it escorted you across the sea to me. Now it shall escort us anywhere the stars require. Come and see. Volfred beckons you to join him in the wagon. Step inside. Something has changed about the wagon's interior. What looked before to be old cracks and signs of age now expose various intricate components once hidden from view. You are the Nightwings. You should travel in their customary way. He turns to you, indicating levers and devices marked with symbols from the book. Now, reader, whenever you're ready, you may take us up. I'll show you. And everyone else, hang on to something. Take off. We are a flying ship. After having soared into the sky, the Black Wagon remains aloft somehow. Oh, by the scribes! By the Underking! Impossible. The Nightwings sail the skies again, wheresoever the stars may call them. There is one catch. The downside provides few locales suitable for landing, though we should be able to find at least a couple landing places near to where we're going. We'll then make way by land or sea toward our destination. Now, without further ado, let us proceed. The Black Wagon can fly. Seek landing near the spring of Jamur. Sail now the skies. Dude! And we actually control it now. Like, legitimately, we control this thing. Hold RT to boost. What? Pleasure to encounter you within these skies themselves, O Nightwings. They deliberately crashed into us, Father, yet you still address them in such a cordial manner. Now, Almer, I am certain that this was an honest accident, and it appears no lasting damage has been done. Please take the helm, as I shall go and start to pick up all the fallen artifacts, which shook free from the walls after impact. Perhaps some of these old heirlooms may yet be repaired by adhesives drawn from a certain flora we may find along our long and difficult quest. Damn you, Nightwings. You stay away from us. Something about this strange island you see below draws your attention. Best to avert your gaze from the Isle of Kalmar. Even the scribes themselves thought to avoid this place. Let us fly on. What the heck is going on here? This is so cool. Wait. You soar above the waters of Warm Gulf. You know Sir Gilman sidle up to you very slowly. We are very, 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 very high above the waters. If this knight is not mistaken, this knight's brethren lurk beneath the surface there in numbers untold. Fortunately, if we come crashing to the surface now, then this knight, why, he would receive a watery burial in the custom of his kind. Below, amid the desolation of flagging hands, you see the big bird ruins from which you first embarked by sea. You wonder how its venerable proprietor is faring. I'm certain that Big Bertrude must have left a strong impression on all of you. She is not easy to forget. I've known her since before my exile, or hers. She's been here a long time. I've sent my agents to repay her for assisting you, and to send her our regards. The old wagon must have been in need of some repairs. And this is so cool. Like, this is so cool, just flying around at the speed of sound. The spring of Jamur has always flown forth from the crushed carapace of Biolanthius, the Hive Titan, vanquished by scribe Jamur Manymane. The legend of those whose demise is a rather sordid tale. Perhaps you have already read it in the book. Not all believe the book exists, of course, nor the greater titans, nor the rights. I've encountered exiles believing that this titan perished quite by accident rather than by cunning trap laid for it by Jamur Manymane. They took the titan for a common beast. Perhaps the stars shine down upon out-of-the-way locales, such as this one, to ensure that they alone shall witness the proceedings. So we can either land here, exploring the pools of this location, or please, this is the faster road. You should have time to pursue. Yeah, we'll pursue our vocations. Page revealed Jamur Valley. You touch down in the heart of Jamur Valley, where first you face the fate and the dissidents. You briefly wonder where they might be now and how they fare. You join your companions for a routine inspection of the wagon, following its flight. Pamatha confirms the wagon's wheels withstood the shifting temperatures and still appear to be in reasonable shape. They managed to calm some of the drive imps prone to dizziness or frenzy at high altitudes. Other than that, everything checks out, and the rest of the crew got through the flight without complaint. You now have a little time before having to set forth by land. Oh, Beyonder Crystal seeks headwind. And we also have some other new stuff going on here. Waking wood wisps. The wisps inside provide a scarce bit of light when it is needed, all for a low monthly fee. Singing sands. So-called singing is the sound of countless screeching wheel mites. What was this? Canvas wings? Oh, capable, which means you do not fully grasp as of yet. Old raiments, colorful robes, and ceremonial mats adorn one of the walls. And then this thing here, Grindstone, exhibits a flagrant disregard for natural law, thus provides light entertainment. Oh my god! Yes! Oh no, it went off screen. Sir Gilman, please comfort me. Sir Gilman is shivering there after the Black Wagon's maiden voyage through the skies. Master Reader, this knight is very slightly out of sorts is all. He merely appears terrified, but he assures you his His seeming cowardice is but an optical illusion in this case. Pamitha overhears and joins you. Flying's not for everyone, Sir Knight. This knight heartily concurs, though how anyone at all can stand it, he is yet to understand. Well, you see, what's it like to swim the waters of the Sea Dominion? Oh, those glorious, murky waters, engulfed in hideous warfare to be sure, but otherwise a joy to cut across, to feel the coolness of the waves beneath one's gill slits and the like. Though this knight is now accustomed to his life above the surface. Flying's just the same, Sir Knight. It resists those of us not born to it. I, in turn, have wondered what your seas are like, but the thought of swimming fills me with disgust. Though I haven't had to swim, you now have to fly. That's very brave of you, and you handled it better than some harp fledglings I've met in my day. You'll get used to it. She departs, but you sense Sir Gilman is feeling better after the exchange. +1 hope for the next right. Hell yeah. There for them. Achievement unlocked. Let's read the Book of Rites. Oh, what? Oh my god, we've unlocked so many new things here. Living in exile, in the words of Jamur Menimane, the Alpha Chief. Oh my god, there's so many things here. Once I too roam free. I remember well those days in which I was called Chief. I traveled all the world over on my four good paws, and I was well adorned. I wanted to grow stronger. Here at last I have. I shall not mince my words. This place shall either harden you or kill you. It shall haunt you with old memories. You share the exile's plight. My charge is to alleviate the sting of it for you a bit, and to prolong your stay, but only for as long as needed. Your charge is to turn. We call this place the downside for a reason, but in time, here you can learn to eat, to seek out shelter, and to find certain beauty in unlikely places. Forsaken lands. In the words of Molten Milthe, the Wild Witch. Years upon long years we spent distilling life essence from many things, which all once writhed under the auspices of their mortality, which we ourselves cut short. In this we have no regrets, we have learned much, and so we think, did they. We earned the title Witch, and were forced to flee into the downside. Here we encountered Solium, Myrrh, and soon we gained an understanding of each other. He bade us circumnavigate these lands and catalog our findings. We felt a strong desire to expose the secrets of this land. We wished to yield benefits to those who followed in our wake. Indulge us both then. Celestial landmarks. Inspect. Do you feel a kinship to the stars? You owe everything to them. Perhaps one day even your freedom. I chased the stars across the river of my genealogy until they led me here. I demanded they explain to me the paradox of knowledge. For how is it that something can be shared but still contained within ourselves in its entirety? The stars did not respond but set me on a quest. I sought the 9 landmarks, which they revealed to me, so that someday I would reveal their mysteries to you. These landmarks, emissaries of the stars, are 9 lenses through which we see the land and see ourselves in a new light. Nine triumvirates. Inspect. In the words of Hob, the Swallow, the Accursed. At first I found it much too difficult to read, much less to write, even to grasp the quill, but the Horned One, Myrrh, implored me. He said this is the greatest gift that he could give me in return. In return for what, I asked. In return for his life, he said. But I did not save your life, I said. You did, he said. We fought about this still. Myrrh is stubborn, more than I. Now herein, and by his leave, I chronicled the 9 triumvirates, for I am of this land unlike the rest who wish to leave. We knew not everyone could leave who wanted. Seldom would the opportunity arise. Thus did we organize those striving for the chance into 9 sets of 3. On Commonwealth, in the words of Traestathelus the Blessborn. We, the 8, assembled here together in the downside, and we gave our freedom so that you may have yet yours. It is an exchange we have not lightly made. It is in my charge to ensure that should you regain your freedom, first off recognize its qualities, also use it wisely. You do not need a pair of wings in order to be free. My own wings, I once thought that they could take me anywhere, and then they took me here, where I am bound. It is your charge to be free, not to make the same mistakes. Spring from here and learn from what we did, and build a new and great society, a free society with wings spread wide for everyone. And Jamor Valley. Inspect. The downside prairie first appears serene. It is not. The soil there accommodates only the region's brutish native vines and overbrush. The most likely food source proved poisonous. Thus we journeyed further north. The climate there grew fouler to my senses, though the Kurd Jamur found it amenable. This sprawling valley, pocked with long evaporated lakes, gives evidence to the monstrosities which roam this land. We found the region's western edge to be more pleasant on a whole. Therein we found sources of fresh water, whereas over the east we found the edge of the land's most hideous decay. Oh, that's a lot. Wait, no, there wasn't more that I missed, was there? No, there wasn't more, was there? No. A visit from my favorite reader. What is the occasion? We wish to request of her a scribe trial. Very well, let us consider who among these idiots is worth my limitless time. Well, I guess it's Hedwyn this time. Asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Hedwyn. Oh, you must mean the nomad boy. So innocent, that one. I should have a lot of work to do with him. Then let's bring him forth. Soon Hedwyn appears in heat of the summons. Hey, my friend, what's going on? Well, do I have a surprise for you? Well balanced abilities in the race, but no exceptional advantages. Until he gets a sweet trinket that lets him do some crazy good stuff. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, boy. You answer to me here. Understood. You are a fool. Do not talk back to me. Your reliance on your friends is such a burden upon them. Let's see what you can do without their aid. Save for that, your lovely reader there. Ooh, so it's like basically our normal team comp. Oh, Jesus Christ. No! Okay, that's not a good start. What? No. Oh my God. What? Oh no. Oh no. Get back, get back. We got this, we got this, we got this. Yeah. The free spirit. I guess that's 200 damage with Hedwyn. No, I missed it. I missed it again. Oh my God. I'm actually the world's worst. Yo, no! You did not just do that to me. What? No, that did not just happen. No! I was so there, but they're not gonna make it in time. Not before I make it there. Okay, yep. That's a big pushback. What? No! Get back, get back, get back, get back! Okay, that's really not good. They only need her to do that twice more for me to be, like, really screwed. There we go. But I only need it once more. It feels so the AI's, like, maybe getting a little bit better now. What? No. But they are down one person, and I only need to get in there one more time. Wah! I'm gonna make it back in time. I'm gonna make it back in time. And then there's nothing you can do to stop me. Wow. What? How does it go around corners like that? Oh, this is it. The dream. The dream. We did it. Barely, but we did it. Woo. I think the AI is definitely getting better. We did it. It seems you did. Indeed, boy. Your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order. To you and to your lovely reader. Now farewell. Oh, boy. Boy, oh boy. The highway remnants are the last surviving faction of the Winged Harps, the ancient enemies of the Commonwealth. Good to be back after all. Say, what's that you have there? Goal's Brace. Legendary. Rank 8 talisman. Heroin Pyre casts his aura with greater ease and gains infinite stamina on hit for 2 seconds. And I'm guessing the amount of infinite stamina increases with the increasing in rank. To find their mark, Sandra and the Sisters of Arc first had to circumvent his loyal man-at-arms. Accept the reward. Oh, baby. Okay, explore Fall Flat. We spent a quiet afternoon in the stark badlands of Fall Flats, surveying the area with some of your companions. Hail, noble Fae, what tidings? Isn't it quiet and peaceful in a way, I think? Your investigation yields nothing of note. The three of you return to the wagon for the remainder of the day, where you should have time to pursue your vocations. Increase someone's... probably Sir Gilman will mentor. This knight is always keen to take even the barest scraps of wisdom, Master Reader. You ask Sir Gilman to explain to you, in his own words, the histories of the 8 scribes, and speak to how their varied backgrounds form the basis of not just the race, but the very Commonwealth. Level 3, let's go. So grateful is this knight for such a glorious occasion that he is giving strong consideration to performing here and now the forbidden dance of the Sea Dominion. So was it... Yeah. Ooh. That's pretty good. So, like, start off with a salute and then steal everything. Yeah, so I think we'll go with the heroic stand first. This knight loves the Underking oars, the best of all, of course. Alright, let's continue our journey, where we will go to the Spring of Jamur and face the punk rock hounds or curs again. We also have, oh my god, we have more pages.
Well, hey guys, let me tell you something real quick. Now I happen to have heard that Mr. Greytails, he's moved on or something like that, right? Well, I just want you to know he was one of my favorite customers, and because of that, I'm giving you guys some great deals, okay?
Twilight Shard 80. When flinging the orb into the adversary's pyre, the bear deals a bonus 2 damage. I guess we can get rid of Jamur's Fang, seeing as how he's not with us anymore. Proceed. Which will allow us to purchase some other goodies here. One of these days I swear I will use this Stardust, but for now I just want to stockpile it. 37 remaining, 16 remaining, 18 remaining. Costs 160 to buy it back though. Ooh, I'm not sure if I realized that.
That's how you can get a repeat customer there, Dad. You give him a deal.
Oh, he wants to talk, but we'll do the books pages first. Okay, so the 8 scribes inspect. We found each of the others in due time by fate, not by coincidence. The wise loose Glorians stood among the trees, gazing at the stars, expecting us. The wild witch Melthe was also enthralled by the lieges under transformation. Oh, and that is a dog barking somewhere. What the heck? That's weird. Rosie. No. Rosie. Rosie. What are you barking at? What are you barking at? Absolutely nothing. That's what. Okay. We're back. We're back. We are back to this. The Blessborn tries to swoop down upon us, but to warn of imminent attacks, the many-maned Jamur thus intervened and shared with us his humor and his hunt. Even the Underking Ors himself sought to an audience with us, thus we became the 8 and journeyed on together. Forward, inspect. You, dear reader, are an exile of the downside, such as we, the 8 who wrote this book of rights, that you possess it and the capacity to glean its words. Its testament is enough to your potential. Thus we reveal a path from this forsaken place to freedom, homecoming, and glory. The stars themselves shall be your guide. Ere the oh no, Rosie, you can't leave here, Rosie. You gotta stay in here, okay? You gotta stay in here. Okay. Arrive as a triumvirate clad in the raiments of rights, bearing the book, oblige the voice that tells you more. And then the spirits of Jamur. Oh, okay. The springs of Jamur. I oftentimes think the carapace of the Hive Titan Biolanthius shall be an everlasting blemish on an almost splendid bit of land, but Jamur in his passions felled the monster with a certain flare. Then the moon shone through the ridges a massive carapace and shined upon the pooling ichor, turning it into the freshest nectar ever to be tasted. The spring shall flow eternally, and those who walk within it shall experience the resplendent glory of the land. The stars begin to fall where the spring, or there in the spring with regularity, and we now know how soon again they shall do so, and we wish for you to see it for yourself. And that's it. Okay. Okay. Speak with Tizo. You observe Tizo rummaging about the black wagon as though in search for something. He notices you there and rushes up to greet you. Krihi is glad to see that you are here. He was just reminiscing about old times, but just as quickly he resumes his search. Krahaha is looking for something a former exile of the Nightwings once gave him. Krahum is growing frustrated that the object he seeks is nowhere to be found. You almost do not notice the lone minstrel's approach. I'm afraid that it is gone, Tizo. I am very sorry. Reader, it is not that ought to be cause much for concern, merely that Tizo has misplaced something of sentimental value to him. Skriha. It was just a spare bandage, he indicates, exactly like the one on his horn. Tizo, here has had many adventures of the Nightwings. Is that not so, Tizo? He squawks in approval. Those memories shall always stay with you. Is that not what matters most of all, he confirms this as well. Then please do not worry yourself about it anymore. It is the symbol of a distant past besides. Tizo skulks away up in the rafters. The lone minstrel watches him go. The object that he seeks does not exist, reader. Tizo searches for it from a fleeting memory of his days with the Nightwings of the past. He performed the regular duties of other Drive-Imps at first, but soon distinguished himself. I was none too surprised. He was clearly special. He had grown close with the other members of the Nightwings when misfortune fell and the triumvirate fell apart. Perhaps Wolfred has revealed to you more of the details. As for Tizo, I feel he must make peace with the shadows of his past somehow. Perhaps then he shall cease searching. You need not worry for him, of course. He is resilient and shall always serve the Nightwings well. You might say that he was born for it. Begging your pardon, reader. The lone minstrel excuses himself in a polite way, leaving you to consider what he said. Bio update for Tizo. A reasonable likeliness of Ruki, his mother, and uncle. May they have reunited by now. Oh, that's kind of sad. New biography for Tizo. Astral sign Torvand. He was born on the 13th of 5th moon, suggesting he is steady and collected. Oh, so we found out a little bit about that. Interesting. Okay, but let's commence with the race. We put it off long enough. Though the now familiar surroundings of Jamor Spring, or Spring of Jamor, made preparations faster than before, the stars are already aflame by the time you and the others are gathered. At last, well, Sir Gilman, I have every faith in your ability in this. This knight is absolutely prepared. There can be no question in this fact. You wish them all good fortune in turn. Little else is said, and together you watch the celestial harmony in calm and silence and await the dissidents. Yep, there's that music that I know and love.
Reader, ever persevering, aren't we? Well then, rejoice, because the cycle of the rites begins anew. Perhaps you'll liberate another soon enough. Your chosen adversaries here shall be the dissidents. Reduce their flame to ash, just as you did when last you met. Now, who exactly shall oppose them?
Sir Gilman for sure, for one thing.
Smell that, mates? Looks like we're gonna have to take this one a little serious this time. That's right, cause they ain't got Greentail clogging up the ranks no more. He's back home now with his dear old mum where he belongs. Right time you Nightwing stumped that deadbeat. Gotta have some standards after all. Just the same, we're gonna stomp you to the ground. Get ready.
Gilman has to be a part of this. Has to be.
By the by there, mates. My pack and I, we've got a few new tricks we're dying to show you real soon.
You sense Barker speaks the truth. The dissidents are more capable than before. Each time you face a triumvirate, they gain talismans and masteries. Ooh. Do not underestimate them.
Now we shall get started.
Press for more about the dissidents. Oh, I can actually read up about them now. Oh, he's almost level 4. Cloud jump. Jump a second time, and because it's over 50% further than usual. That makes sense. And gains plus 12 presence. Oh, so that's why he has such a huge diameter. Holy camole. What about the other ones in here? Same things. After plunging in, the barrier has a chance to avoid banishment by 85%. And same thing with him. Okay. It looks like they're more or less all the same, other than like their enlightenment levels. Okay. Well, again, we have to take Sir Gilman. Choose.
Sir Gilman.
And who else do we take? I think we take, Tizo.
Tizo.
And then maybe also Faye? Oh. Yeah, we should give her a talisman, though. Press here. +2 hope. That's not super useful. Although, I really should have given Tizo Halib's Wing. That's like a misnomer on my part. So maybe we'll have you have extra Pyre strength at the start. She also has... Oh, that's right. She has that thing, which was really good. Okay. Yeah, we'll still go with Faye.
Faye,
Terias?
it is done.
Okay, I think I am ready.
Been itching for another go. Let's have at it, mates. Tear him to shreds.
Begin. A favorable start.
Good job, Gilman. Oh,
There.
oh,
Fire.
get wrecked. Oh my god, this is too easy.
The orb is up.
No, that wasn't quite as good that time. Oh, that's right. I forgot that.
Oh,
Good job, Tizo.
remember everything.
You got it. You got it. Oh, slither to victory. I think if...
Well, would you look at it? Who's all riled up tonight, eh, boys? We're really gonna let him take this one from us, or what?
That foolish Barker was a menace to the Commonwealth and is a blight upon the rights.
Too easy. They focus too much on their auras this time and not enough on speed.
And what a crushing victory it was.
Good job, team. Oh, baby.
The ceremony is complete.
Blech. What happened back there, mates? I'll have your eyes for this.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes.
And... he's getting pretty close to level 4. Not gonna lie. Continue.
Until the stars align.
Check inside the Black Wagon from time to time to find new souvenirs from your travels across the downside. Hell yeah. And that was a save. You return to the wagon after you and your fellow exiles bested the dissidents and find Volfred waiting for you there. Well done there. Well done back there, my boy. You were serving your companions well. Now then, I have something that I wish to share with you, if you have a moment. We have discussed the plan of which we're all a part. I have a means of measuring our progress towards the goal of it. I'd like for you to have a look at it. First, let's determine where the rites may take us next.
It's not a dust name.
Look forth. I expect you shall again see several shining stars where once you saw but one. Gaze again into the darkness of this night. So we have 1, Trista, 2, Oris, and 3, Gold, the South Star, and 4? Or no, 3. Several shining stars, a trick of the eye, or a will describes, who can say? I too once gained the newfound vision many years ago following my first liberation rite, and I believed only we of the Nightwings have this gift. I realized that in choosing whom the Nightwings confront in each rite, we in turn influence which triumvirate we face when the time comes for someone to be set free. The object I invite you to use contains further detail. Henceforth, you may use Wolfred's planner to see your current progress. Look upon it now. Oh, using Wolfred's planner, you may assess your progress towards your ultimate goal as well as check the current standings of your adversaries. Wolfred shall keep this information up to date for the remainder of your quests. You may look over it now or anytime in the wagon or while searching the stars. Right, till liberation? Question mark. Liberation is conducted. Additional exiles required. Number of additional exiles required to join the Nightwings to fulfill a key aspect of the plan. So we need another exile. The cycle of the race turns quickly for the time as soon as we have another step upon the fall of Solium. Link to the place that scribes are watching over them. Okay. Oh, they've fallen down quite a bit. Meanwhile, the dissidents are at a standstill. Okay. Interesting. Or wait, is there more to this? No, there wasn't. So now it's just choosing the next location. So that's either Gold, the South Star, against the Pyre Hearts. Not there. Ors against Fate. Or Triesta against the Silver Star. Or against the Accusers. Let's maybe do Ors? Yeah, we'll do Ors. It's been a while since we've gone against the Fates. Quite a while, actually. So, with that, we're going to go against the Fate again. Adversaries or no, I hope Dalbert and Almer have been holding up. Seems they've been through quite a lot. He then shares with you what details he attained for your next adversaries. Dalbert Oldheart, an adversary who showed you respect and even generosity. Despite his advanced age, he also made for a formidable opponent, he and his son. The so-called Almer, the helpless, ever present at his father's side, he was abandoned as an infant before Dalbert found him and raised him as his own. Dalbert taught his son everything he knew of his cultural heritage. As an ancestor of one of the Alpha Chiefs thought to be descended from Jamur Menimane himself. However, his more vocal attempts to preserve old Kur traditions in the Commonwealth often fell on deaf ears or even aroused the anger of officials. One day, he insisted on celebrating Fang Song, an old Kur holiday in which a single pack of Kurs vanquish an entire Imperial brigade, against the wish of his family. His family's caution was well-founded in this case, and he was taken into custody. As for Almer, as his father was led away, he put up enough of a fight to where he wound up sharing his father's cell, and soon enough his sentence. And downside, their faith brought them in contact with a pack of spiritual Kurs residing in Jamur Valley. In time, they became acquainted with the rites and helped to revitalize the long-struggling triumvirate known as the Fate. They have since struggled on at times flirting with freedom, though seldom getting within striking distance, yet still they long to find a way to return to their ancestral home and family. Poor Dalbert seems like a decent enough sort. Same for his son. In any case, we'll see them soon enough. Let's get some rest for now. He bid Hedwyn a good night, good evening. It's too late to take flight, so you make plans to rise at dawn. And I think with that, we will put an end to this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. If you made it to this point in the video, feel free to support in the form of a like. It helps me out a lot and shows that you want to continue to watch this series. And if you want to see more content like this, you can always subscribe to my channel to be notified whenever I upload any new content, whether it's of this or of any other kind. And until next time, as always, everyone, have a good one, and I'll see you next time in Pyre. Bye for now, though.